Sparking Zero just dropped some new patch notes, and if you know anything about the community, you know that it has its fair share of criticism.
This game this game that.
This game sucks.
This game ain't what it. And so what I'm genuinely curious to know is this time around, did they genuinely cook something up, or did they just drop the ball yet again? Yes, sir! Ambassador Plays back in the building, man. You already know we back. I said it's good to be back. No, I am not whack. People asking AP, you ain't posted where you at. I said, brother, I just had to take a break and take a step back. I am not hooping no James Harden, I hit a step back. Hey, that's a freestyle. I'm just playing with them. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero just dropped a patch and we gon' look at it like we is reading books. We really educate. Alright, I'm done. Let's freestyle for y'all. Okay. So, boom, man, I really am happy to be back. What I need y'all to understand is a brother really has a life. Like, I don't think y'all comprehend when I'm saying it. I'm not putting anybody else down, but having a full-time job and a wife and children, it's a lot to balance, and YouTube actually does take a lot. I think when you are a consumer, you don't realize when you're watching the content, you don't understand the amount of work that goes into creating it. Does that make sense? But I'm off that soapbox, man. We back. I said we back. Did you hear what I said? I said we back. Okay, I live streamed the other day, but this is my first video in a few days. Okay, so I'm gonna have some gameplay in the background, as y'all can see right now, and then I'm gonna have the patch notes on the screen, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go over them patch notes right now. Okay. So you can see on the screen, we got first and foremost general changes and adjustments. Now I'm gonna be doing my best to read this. I got it in my editing software. We're gonna go piece by piece. This video not gonna be too long. The patch isn't already out, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here on Twitter, on X, and do all this pre-patch gameplay, post-patch gameplay. Those videos are amazing. Shout out to you. That's just, I'm not doing it this video, but I do play the game a lot, so I should be able to explain most of this to y'all. And anything that I miss, I know there's gonna be people in the comments clarifying, so make sure you get active in the comments and tell me what you think. So first and foremost, let's look at this here. So as you can see, the first thing that we have is DP battles. It says adjusted DP battles in all modes to make the difference in strength due to DP disparity between characters more pronounced online and offline. Okay, if I'm reading this correctly, what this means is a 10 DP character won't be so unbelievably overpowered versus a low DP character like Yamcha. And if that is the case, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Don Coolio. I know some of y'all might say Glaze, but I think he's the first one I watched who really talked about this. Now I know there's plenty of other people probably out there who have said something, but I don't watch everybody's Sparking Zero content. So from my knowledge, I think he said something about this, and I think it was a while back too. So if I'm reading that properly, shout out to him, man. And that's why I think it's important to use your voice effectively as a content creator. We bash the game all the time, but you never know, man. They might hear stuff, and you know, we're kind of like a voice for the community. So if that's what that means, let me know in the comment section. But that's the first one. It says DP battles. That's what they said. Single battles. Remove the damage scaling based in DP battles. Okay, based on DP and single battles in all modes. Oh. Remove the damage scaling based on DP and single battles in all modes. Wow. Okay. Huh. Adjusted health value so that all characters have the same. Oh. Nah, look, I don't fake my reactions, man. That's a W, bro. I'm dang near speechless. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of put my expectations for Sparking Zero all the way down into the doits. Not the dirt, but the doits. Shout out to my homie Jacoby. Wow, bro, that's good. I mean, hey, these people are really gonna start getting exposed now. I don't know about quick matches. I think that's very, very casual. So the player base is already really sweaty, and the casuals have kind of dropped the game. I think this is something that could potentially make the casuals drop the game even more if they were trying to hang on, because they stand absolutely no chance now. But you know, people, I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about that. Let's not talk about that too long. We got to get through this. So game mode changes and adjustments. Let's go ahead and scroll down a little bit for this. So it says custom battle, added 2D cutscenes and text. Okay, I mean, that's That's cool, but I mean, all right. Rank match. Implemented a seasonal system with resets at the start of each season. Okay, that's good. I mean, I think that a lot of people understand Fortnite kind of changed the landscaping of gaming. So I believe that's where all of this season pass stuff came from. So it's good that they hopped on the train, man. I don't see the problem with that, and it adds incentive to continue to get back on the game. The next bullet point says, at the start of each season, players will be demoted to a certain rank based on their rank from the previous season. The demotion tier are guys, I had 2 hours of sleep last night, so bear with me now. Bear with me. The demotion tiers are as follows. Okay, so Z goes down to B1, S goes to B3, A goes to B5, B goes to C5, C goes to D5, and then D also goes to D5. Okay, so I'm assuming that once you're demoted, Z rank is still the top rank, right? Somebody clarify that for me in the comment section below, but that's what I'm assuming. Then the next bullet point says, implemented a win streak bonus system. Wow, very nice. Up to a maximum of 5 consecutive wins. That's very good. 2 win streak, 1.2 times bonus. 3 win streak, 1.4 times bonus. 4 win streak, 1.8 times bonus. And 5 win streak, 2.0 times bonus. Now, here's my immediate thoughts on this. You thought it was cheesy before? I hope you're not lactose intolerant, because all the cheese is coming your way, bro, and you're gonna have to be able to handle it. Hard Knocks, all of this stuff, man. Yeah, and I'm gonna try not to go off on tangents. Y'all know I have Platinum Yapper. I have the Yapper badge on Platinum Hall of Fame. It's a level beyond Hall of Fame, really. That's why I say Platinum. So shout out to Christian Seda Plays, man. And I'm not gonna talk on this too much, but Christian Seda Plays is probably one of my favorite Spark and Zero content creators to watch, because he don't just be talking on the game. Like, he actually does his research, and he actually gives his opinion on things, and then he gives why he has his certain opinion on things. And one of the things that he had brought to my attention was these, like, I used to call Hard Knockdown an exploit. That joint is not an exploit, and I'm not gonna lie, he brought that to my attention. Sweep resets are actually exploits, and Ambassador Plays does sweep resets all the time. So I think what it is Hard Knocks are a lot more frustrating than a sweep reset, because a sweep reset you can get out of. All you have to do is predict it and vanish it. A Hard Knockdown, if you get hit by that first sweep, buddy, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye, because you're not coming back from that. You're not. So yeah, I'd say that to say, if you were getting cheese before, get ready for an all-time high of cheese, man, because now people are going to be focused on these win bonus, these win streak bonus multipliers. So they're going to do whatever it takes to win. Nothing really too crazy, because people were already doing that. Get ready to see a lot more MUIs and Whis. Oh my gosh, the Whis kit. Man, I hope they ban Whis from ranked. I'd love to see that. But let's go ahead and get into some more of this patch. Alright, so as you can see, scrolling down to battle system changes and adjustments, we got skill counts. It says slightly reduce the automatic recovery rate. Okay, cool, that's good. The first thing that comes to mind for that is when people use after image strike, man, you recover your skill counts too fast. After image strike is already a very powerful move, and so if you're on the offensive, if every time you get hit you automatically vanish behind your opponent, which is what after image strike does, if that whole time you're still gaining skill points fast, by the time I survived or barely survived your after image strike, you have it again. So this should help with that. No longer recovers upon successfully performing a tech. I'm confused on that. I don't understand. Somebody clarify that for me. No longer recovers upon successfully performing a tech. Yeah, I don't understand. Skill counts increase upon low health now. Okay. Is now only triggered when health drops below. That 2 hours of sleep hit different. Skill counts increase upon low health is now only triggered when health drops below the last health bar. Okay, that's good. That's good. So you have to be very, very low on health for it to take place now. Okay, cool. Increased skill counts recovery upon successfully landing an attack break. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, these changes are minor, but I feel like for competitive players, they're gonna make a big difference, and we're gonna. Oh, y'all didn't hear that. Y'all didn't hear that. I did not say weird. There, I'm a casual competitive. I'm not a competitive. But not realistically, you know, anybody who's on this game for real is kind of a competitive player, man. At least you try to play like one. Dash attack. If the dash attack hits without being fully charged, it will no longer cause a blowaway and can now be chained into dash blow or dash rising. I'm not familiar with dash blow or dash rising, but this sounds like a very helpful change, if I'm thinking of it properly. Yeah, sounds helpful. Again, for anything that I can't dive into depth with, tell me what you think down below in the comments. When this patch actually drops, which I believe is in like 2 hours from now, 4 p.m. CST, I think, then a lot of people will start making videos with the full explanations on the changes. But as of right now, we're just gonna read them out and we're gonna discuss them. Okay. Smash key blast during short dash, general. Change the hit stun on hit. Okay. So the hit stun has been changed. Smash key blast during short dash. Yeah. Okay, so the hit stun is not gonna be the previous hit stun. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Unblockable smash key blast general. Where was I? Unblockable smash key blast general cannot be evaded with advantage. Okay. So oh, wait a second now. Key blast can be vanished when it's okay. All right. I mean, the skill ceiling is getting higher, and that's what a lot of people were asking. I wonder what Grandmaster Hawk thinks about this patch. Interesting. Slightly reduced tracking. Okay. I mean, that's good. Key blast. I would have been fine. If they didn't slightly reduce the tracking. Key blasts were not crazy. It was just a way that it kind of allowed you to have extra damage on your opponent if you already did something successful. It's not like you could just spam key blast like you could in the base edition of the game. So I'm kind of indifferent on that. Sonic Sway attack. Fixing the issue where some characters could still block even when the Sonic Sway attack was performed at the fastest possible timing. Okay. Is that what it means when you do the Sonic Sway, hit your opponent up, and as soon as you follow up, they're able to block? Is that what they're referring to? If so, okay. I mean, that just means you have to take that second hit and then super counter the follow-up if they follow up. So there that is. Dragon Dash, Quick Ascent, and Quick Descent tech. Yo, this is for Whis right here. I know it. Can now transition into a step in at close range. Oh, if y'all know who Whis is, he is going to have a party. Hey, shout out to my wife, man. She's going to have he is going to have a party with this new tech. I'm not going to lie, because Whis, he might have the most annoying but effective and efficient movement that I've ever seen when it comes to this, man. He loves those quick ascent and quick descent. It can be very problematic. If you never played anybody really good at taking advantage of that, yeah, it's annoying and it's hard to stop. So let's scroll down a little bit and see what else they have to offer right here. Okay, that's really okay. They have nothing else to offer. It's just it said adjusted to make it easier to hit. Okay, skill changes and adjustments. Skills that instantly activate sparking mode, general. Defense is now reduced for a certain period after the skill is activated. Good. Bardock had no reason using hyper armor. Now, when it says defense is lowered, I wonder if they take Bardock's hyper armor away or you're just taking more damage per hit. I think it might be the latter explanation that I gave. As in taking more damage per hit after you pop instant spark, which is cool. I mean, that means that you have an option. When somebody pops instant spark, you can still elevator and run away and try to dragon dash, or you can fight them. You can risk fighting them and then do a lot more damage than you would normally do. So that's cool. I like that. Full power charge and other key restoring skills, general. Defense is now reduced for a certain period after the skill is activated. I agree with that. Another thing that I struggle with, especially when fighting Whis, is he loves Goku. I forget what version of Goku it is, but he has this skill stock that for 3 skill points he can get all of his ki back, and he has some buffs attached to it. So I think he gets stronger and he gets all his ki back, and it only costs 3. So, you know, just that's a good counter to that. It makes it to where you have to choose, okay, if I pop this, I need to know that I can't get comboed. I gotta be on point defensively. Buff skill types. Saiyan Spirit, Pump Up. Increase the duration of the effect. I agree with that as well. Those skills they're kind of good, but a lot of times when you activate them, you're not able to capitalize because they turn off too fast. And then after image strike, the effect will now end if the opponent lands a super counter. Thank God. Wow, thank God. Y'all know that when they would pop after image strike and you super counter, you would get put into another combo and you have to try to super counter at certain parts inside of their combo. It's just very difficult and it almost feels impossible to beat. And the last one says Turles, Fruit of the Tree of Might, increase the stat boost upon activation and added a key. Okay, so let's be real, nobody was using Turles, so that's cool. But as a content creator, now I can make a video on Turles, so there's there's that. Let's see what else this patch has to offer. We're about to wrap this video up. Okay, so blast changes, adjustments, beam/key blast type blast general. Extended the window for the blast impact to occur after one side fires a beam/key blast. Okay, so you have more time to get the clash off. That's good. That's good. Beam type blast general. Adjusted so that firing a blast diagonally forward at an opponent, firing a beam will no longer result in a clash. Okay. Firing a blast diagonally forward at an opponent, firing a beam. Okay, when they say beam, I'm thinking of like Cell or Tien's Dodon Ray. Is that what it's saying? Will the Dodon Ray now be able to clash with a Kamehameha wave? I'm not sure. Y'all let me know in the comments. Rush type blast general. Rush type blast. Yeah, I need to go to sleep after this video. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a knockout, boy. I'm a knockout. Rush type blast general. When rush type blast from a normal size character hits a large character, it will now blow away the large character and deal damage. Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Man, because before Tapion was the only person that could actually use rush supers. I mean, that's ridiculous. But I'm very glad to hear that. I mean, Giants aren't too popular, so it wasn't a crazy issue. But that's still a very good adjustment. So, I mean, this patch so far has given me hope that Sparking Zero does know what to do. If anything, it's just confirmed that on the end of Sparking Zero, it's a matter of whether or not they choose to. Right? Because they do know the things that we're complaining about, and they do know things that are wrong with the game. So, do they want to change it or not? All right, let's dive into the character adjustments. So, first up on the list, we have Dr. Zero Android 19. If they perform a super absorption against a beam/key blast, they will now enter sparking mode. Whoa. Whoa. Huh. And stat boost effective has been removed. And I don't know about that, but we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Gohan from Superhero, reduced health. Okay. Gohan Superhero Super Saiyan, reduced health. Okay. Gohan Superhero Super Saiyan. Increase the amount of skill count required to transform from Ultimate Gohan, and his health is now restored upon transformation. Okay, well that last half is really good. The first half, so it's like a nerf plus a buff. You know, now you get health like you do with who gets health when they transform, like a Frieza when he goes to his other forms, but your starting health will be reduced, so use that as you will. And then Ultimate Gohan from Superhero, increase the amount of skill stock required to transform into Gohan Beast. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent on that. I don't really care. I mean, if you want to play Beast Gohan, just pick Beast Gohan off rip. If you want to transform into Beast Gohan, just pick any form of Gohan from Superhero and transform your way up to Beast Gohan, but just know you're going to have to work for it. Then on others, it says flying kicks, adjusted the hit position. That's good, because in the last patch, they made it higher, and that resulted in whiffs for no reason. And I'm not reading that last part. I'm not going to lie. I don't care about it. I'll be honest with you. So, that is the patch. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, guys. Jesus loves you. I love you, too. It's been Ambassador Plays. Now, for real, talk to me in the comments and drop a like on the video. Don't just, if you like the video, like the video. What sense does it make to like a video and not like the video? Like, you feel me, bro? I'm not even gonna keep y'all here, but God bless, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.